It's November 15th. It's the evening hunt, and I am not out. I hate to say it, folks, but I am sick. Got fevers. Not doing well at all. I shouldn't have went out this morning. When I got back to camp here, I spent the next 5 hours huddled in a sleeping bag, just uncontrollable shakes. So I'm sitting out this evening hunt. I don't know that I'll be hunting even the rest of this week. This is killing me. So I hope you're all having better luck than I am out there. And hopefully we still will have a video this year to bring to everybody. We'll see how the boys do. I know Ben and Brody are sitting together in the box blind tonight. So maybe something will come together for them there. Nick, he's a super trooper. He's been sitting out all day in a metal ladder stand. It is cold. And brother Chris, he just headed back out and for his evening sit. So hopefully those guys put the smack down in some nice bucks. I feel bad. I probably won't even be able to help them if they do get them. It's just tearing me apart. Stay tuned.
Alright, it's the evening hunt of November 15 up at Camp Benny. It was brutal cold this morning. Got a few more layers on this afternoon. Hopefully that'll help. Soaked up some heat from the wood stove during the midday. That definitely finally got warm, but it took a while. It's been a rough year this year with everybody being sick. Benny's sick right now and back in the trailer. I don't think in 20 years hunting up here together, and probably all the years before that back home, I don't think I've ever seen him stay in because he was sick. So he's down pretty hard. So we're out here to see if we can make something happen. It's supposed to be cold again in the morning. It's cold now, but it's survivable at least. My son Brody jumped up in the box blind with Benny tonight. Ben Jr. They're gonna hunt together. So Nick stayed out on stand all day today. Mad props to him because it was brutal. Not a lot of guys would have stayed out in a tree stand all day today. No protection from this wind, so. Anyway, deer been holed up, haven't been moving. Everybody we talked to, not seeing deer moving around up here, so hopefully this cold weather's gonna get them moving somehow. But haven't seen it yet, so stay tuned.
So it is the evening hunt of November 15, 2021. The evening hunt decided to come out and hunt with Benny in the box blind. Hoping for good things. There was a lot of sign this morning. I heard a lot of shots. There were shots all around. So yeah, pretty excited. Super excited. Super excited. We'll stick with you.
Done, you stand here a minute.
try to hold this plate from the two sides so you don't burn your hands, but do not drop this. I don't want you to burn your hands though, so tell me if you start burning your hands. Okay, don't move the plate. Let me come to you.
Oh, that's pretty hot.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me grab it. Alright, let go. Thank you.
I'm helpful at camp. That was a quarter of initiation.
On your phone?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, text all the ladies on here, right?
Cut up and we'll live.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. Alright, the meat is pretty greasy, so I would be careful as you squeeze it out. Leave as much juice behind as you can.
Yeah, don't move. But if I gotta move, I gotta move, you know? Just move this out of your way. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'll probably take one more.
You had your chance.
Take one more for the road, you know. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
You want me to get up? Nope. So you have to do it.
You say grace.
Oh, I would be more than happy to. Father God in heaven, thank you for this wonderful and chilly day, and thank you for the opportunities at seeing deer and just enjoying your creation. And thank you that Uncle Chris can cook this food and it'll be delicious. And we pray that tomorrow is a very successful day, and if it's not, that we just at least enjoy the bonding and fellowship. In Jesus' pray, amen.
Then are you among the living enough to come eat with us?
I'm coming.
A little bit more.
Oh yeah. Don't want to lowball you here, you know.
That one's already open.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I gotta load that bad boy. A little more? Yes, sir. Holy crow. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. You said a little more and I give you the whole platter. 10 out of 10 so far.
You haven't even eaten it yet.
I know, that's what I was saying. I'm assuming. Best food I've had all day. Okay, it is 10 out of 10.
Chris doesn't make anything that's less than that.
Mm-hmm. Top tier chef, for sure.
Alright, wrap it up.
Can't believe you did me like that, Nick. It was perfect. After all those knives I stabbed into them. Just took one and went. I know, I'm scared about it. Mm-hmm.
So Nick,
Yeah,
you sat out all day today.
I did.
Yeah, what'd you see today?
I saw a lot more deer than I'm used to out there, which is great. In the morning, I saw a bunch of looked like yearlings running around together. One and then two and then another one, and I think one was kind of circling me, trying to see what I was actually. But then in the afternoon, probably the excitement of the day was I saw this big-bodied buck. It was a spike, but only had one of the spikes.
There are unicorns.
Yeah. And he had his head down. He wasn't interested in food at all, just looking for the girls, I think. And then I saw some more groups of yearlings after that. So even one right at dark. So deer walking around, great sign. So looking forward to tomorrow and seeing what I can see there.
A lot of young deer, but
Yep.
you saw quite a few.
Yep.
Were you seeing deer throughout the whole day, or was it more morning and evening?
Yeah, it was just about every hour or so something else came out. So it was just all scattered throughout the day, not really a specific time frame.
Nice. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Brody, what'd you see today?
This morning, right away, I walked in on two deer at my stand. They kind of trotted off. Got up in the stand. No more than sat down. Didn't even set up any of my stuff. And a button bucket that looked like a button bucket came kind of walking through and headed off. And then maybe 2 hours later, another, actually 2 button bucks came in and just kind of at different times hung out, played around in front of me, and one of them ended up bedding behind me. I couldn't get really good footage of it because he was looking in my direction, but yeah, good stuff.
Nice. And then you and Ben sat together this evening.
Yes, sir. That was a lot of fun. I'll let Benny tell you about that.
So this morning we saw, what was it? A doe, right? That was about 300, 400 yards out. She was really far. And then we saw, we believe another doe. That was still pretty far out.
There was a button buck right on the two-track there.
Yeah,
Right.
button buck, doe. Pretty much looks the same. But, yeah. So that's kind of cool. And then when me and Brody sat out, we were just seeing a few deer here and there, but too big. We saw a doe running out of the woods about, 80 yards? Probably. And she was looking behind her, so we're assuming a buck was pushing her, and then we saw a spike about 100 yards out, and then the other deer, it was kind of dark to tell what they were. But,
See, it's in action.
oh yeah.
I saw my life flashing before my eyes for about 4 hours in a sleeping bag.
Yeah, it looked like you're in deathbed.
It was not fun, but I was glad to have a few hours with you in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was bad because I built quite a fire, and he was in his sleeping bag all day with the fire raging right next to him. So,
And literally,
He didn't go out.
yeah,
That's the more surprising part.
yeah.
Yeah.
We literally put in the 4th log, not the 3rd, but the 4th log, and that he still didn't go out.
Yeah.
My dad says he's not going out. Something's up.
Alright, well, good. Stay tuned.
guys, there's a whole other thing of cheese here yet. Enough meat for 1 or 2 more.
By the way, Chris, how was your day today?
It was really good. I didn't see squat, not a hair, one squirrel, and a whole bunch of geese that were like, we gotta get out of here, it's getting cold.
They're like, see you in the south.
Tomorrow's another day. We'll see what happens.
Super.
It's November 16 in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. It's the afternoon hunt, and I saw one spike today so far. He just kind of off to my right came in, and then he didn't stick around for too long. I got a little bit of footage of him. Other than that, nothing really is going on. It's kind of windy out today and a little chilly, so hoping for good things this afternoon. Alright, it's Tuesday afternoon, November 16, up here at Camp Benny. I sat all morning and I saw looked like a yearling doe and a smallish spike running out in front of me. Definitely neither of them shooters, but I'm out here again this afternoon hoping to make something happen. It's actually warmer than it was yesterday, and the weather predictions were that it would be colder, so it's kind of nice. There's still snow on the ground. It's actually been quite a beautiful day. So just getting back on my stand, letting things calm down a bit, quiet down, and see if we can make something happen. Been seeing a lot of younger either spikes or doe running around so far this week. That's kind of what Brody's been seeing. That's what Ben Jr. saw. So hopefully we can see something a little bit bigger today. It's something that we can shoot and go from there. Check in with you later.
This ridgeline has always been dynamite over the years. There's a scrape right here with Licking Branch, like 8 yards from my stand. Not sure I want them that close. Well, it's November 16, it's the night hunt. We've had an interesting year this year again, like normal. There's always something unique this year, though, that more than half of the camp is really, really sick. Benny's sick, Ben Sr. My son Brody's quite sick. Nick's been sick, so we're actually calling it quits and heading home early this year. Don't think we've ever done that before, but these guys need to be at home, not sitting in the Northwoods, so one last hunt tonight. Hope we can get something done, get it on the pole. Nick and Brody been out hunting anyway, even with being really sick. I give them a lot of credit. That's pretty tough. But for once, I'm not the sick guy at camp, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So it's a beautiful night, a little breezy, but looking forward to see what the woods has to offer tonight. Talk to you later. Tell you a northwest facing tree stand in the north during these cold hunts, you can't fully appreciate the allure of a hypothermia nap. Just about ready to succumb right now. So cold. I think the camp wood burner is calling my name very soon. Oh man, it's getting harder to sit every year.
well, here we are. It is, what is the date today?
17th.
17th. This is definitely one of our shortest trips ever. I have been pretty much horizontal for the majority of this trip, and there's a few others of us that aren't feeling the best either, so I think it's best that we just go home. It was nice to be able to sit with my son opening morning while we're in the blind. Not so much afterwards. That's when things started to go really south. But just grateful that I was able to make it up here with you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you and all your help. I've been pretty worthless the last few days.
You had a flashlight a
Pretty
few
much.
times.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You
What do you think of this week, Ben?
could have been better, but at least we did see a lot of deer sign and saw a few button bucks and doe. So next year, we'll put smack down them.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. We were up here with my son and nephews and my brother, and that's what I come for in large part anyway. And that was fun. I never saw a deer in the woods, not one hair. So it was sign. I think just bad timing. The deer had been locked down, and didn't hear a lot of shots even. So quiet.
Yeah, I saw a lot of younger deer walking around that, was hopeful for future years as well, but no shooters for sure from my stand.
Yeah, I saw probably the most volume amount of deer out of my stand this year, but all little button bucks, yearlings that I didn't want to take. But it was a good week overall, hanging out with everybody. So, yeah, it was a good time.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Tried to hold it as long as I could.
I was trying to get home before
Alright, well, it is December 9, 2021. And I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I thought it'd be good to just do a quick little recap here on maybe fill in some of the blanks from when we were up at camp and kind of what's transpired since then. So yeah, basically we ended up coming home early. Major bummer. I was sick, didn't know what was wrong with me. And when I got home, I ended up taking a COVID test, ended up in the hospital. All that fun stuff, getting x-rays of my lungs and steroid treatments and whatnot, and tested positive for COVID, and I had the COVID pneumonia. Doctor said it was a perfect storm when I was out there on opening morning. My body just overreacted. Doctor said my lungs look like shattered windshield. I'm still recovering. Obviously, I'm up and around now. I got my smell back and taste, but lost a ton of weight and definitely lost a lot of my strength. So I have not been out hunting still. It's driving me crazy. Every day I'm getting stronger. Back to work now at least and things like that. So just trying to still get some rest and rebuild, and really hoping to get out before the season's over. Another bummer in this is after gun camp, we had planned on going to visit my buddy Dean at his UP deer camp, and we wanted to take you guys along and of course video all that. And we had to cancel that trip. So yeah, not cool at all. So we'll see. Not sure as far as more video releases this season. I do have a ton of hunts where I passed up deer, and but I didn't end up harvesting anything, and maybe I'll edit up some of those and release them. We'll see. But yeah, so we included Nick's hunt here. After he got home, he headed out to a piece of private and took a doe right away. So happy for him. He's got some meat in the freezer. I really can't complain. I've had a good season up till the point of the firearm opener with my Arkansas buck and my buck on the family property and the doe in Arkansas. So very grateful for that. Grateful for the time I've had in the woods. But I'm still working hard to get some sits in yet this season. But right now my body's telling me it's not going to happen. So appreciate all the prayers, appreciate all the kind comments everybody's left on the part 1 video. It's too bad that we couldn't stay the full duration. We all had doe permits and we were passing up the smaller does and younger bucks, but I have a feeling if we stayed for the entire week, we would have harvested some nice adult does at least. Maybe one of us would have gotten a nice mature buck as well. But I guess it wasn't in the plan. So again, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Have a Merry Christmas this season and a Happy New Year. And I hope you all had a much better season than I did for firearms. Take care. And yeah, thanks for the support. Peace.
Alright, it's November 18 up here on the family property. As you probably know, we left camp a little early this year, and so I'm out, maybe not at my normal spot this time of year, but still making sure to take my chances out here. It's snowing out, windy out, but very deery out too. Yeah, so looking forward to what I can connect with this afternoon. I sat all morning and didn't see anything walking around. To be honest, it's kind of hard to see anything out here with no snow on the ground, but looks like the snow's coming, and I have a few days where I can still take advantage of this PTO that I'm on. Alright, I will check in with you later.